New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together. And hello again, dear ones. Dr. Robert with you on a Saturday evening. It's 8:15 on the Mountain Time Zone, and that means it is time for our evening prayers. Thank you so much for being with us. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of what we're doing here on the New Thought Media Network. I am so very grateful you've investing your time in this sacred practice together. And that's what's important, is that we are practicing together. You know, with everything that's going on in the world, everything that's happening, all the different events and experiences and the ways we can perceive things and the way we look at things and the way people tell us it should be and the way people tell us that it is, even though we can see that it isn't, it can all take a toll on us. And that's why being together in prayer, being together in spiritual community is so incredibly important. Important that we are together in that consciousness, raising up a consciousness, a vibration of love and light and beauty and truth and health and wealth and well-being and abundance. It almost sounds like I'm getting started, even though I haven't yet. So let's get it started, right? Yeah, I hear you. I'm with you too. So before we do, though, let me remind everybody that when we talk about prayer here on the New Thought Media Network, we're talking about an affirmative prayer, a spiritual mind treatment, if you will, not a begging and beseeching, not getting down on bended knee, but sitting in the stillness as an expression of the divine and allowing that divinity to pour forth. There is a formula, there is a way that makes it easier to tap into that divine source, and I follow that, but really anything that keeps us in that positive experience, that positive understanding and perception of the divine and how it's operating as my life, as your life, as all of life. That's what's important. So there are a few ways you can stay in touch with our prayer team. And you can send an email. Well, sorry. We used to do emails. Now we just send it form. So drop onto our website, ntmedia.org/prayer, and or hit the prayer button over on the website and fill out the form. It'll get to all of our team members immediately, so you don't have to worry about it taking a little while. It gets to all of our people, and as soon as they see it, they start to pray upon it. That's how we work. Our whole team will jump onto prayer if you send a prayer request to us. You're also welcome, of course, to drop a comment in the comment box of today's program. If I see it before I close my eyes, I will pray upon it. And if you'd ever like to work with one of our prayer practitioners one-on-one in a one-on-one session, by all means, let us know. Use that same website. Use that same website, ntmedia.org/prayer. Let us know who you'd like to pray with. We'll get you hooked up with them. All right. What a Saturday. Got to play for some disc golf with my kid. Got to do some leaf peeping in the mountains. And I got to support the work that is New Thought Media Network all on the same day. So what I want to pray for is, not pray for something, but pray something. And the prayer I have is a greater recognition that it doesn't all have to be work, and it doesn't all have to be uh, a struggle, and we can still be working on our mission. We can still be working at the work that we do that brings money into our household, that whatever it is, we can be in the world and not necessarily of the world, if that makes some sense. Today was a great reminder for me of that. So let's get into it. If you're in a safe space, I don't see any requests. So if you're in a safe space to close your eyes, I invite you to please do so. And begin with the breath. Begin with a recognition of the cycling of the breath, the inhale, the exhale. That, I feel it already, that vibration. Just take it in. Let it out. It's not about how long you hold a breath or if you breathe in a pattern of some sort. All that really matters is that we breathe. It is in that breath that I come to recognize the one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that moves and breathes and has its being as all of life. All of life. Not just some lives, not just the lives that look like I do or agree the way I think or whatever that may be. No, the oneness reveals itself as all of life. Creepy crawly creatures, the furry creatures, the winged creatures, the scaly creatures, that tank full of fish in the other room that entertains me, and I feed them and they grow and we have life together. The furry creatures that like to yip and bark in the background, we have life together. The creatures that are flying above my home that I don't even interact with, we have life together. Because it is all part of the oneness, the one life, the one power, the one source, the one everything that cannot be denied, they cannot be put aside. That one source of everything and the no thing. I allow myself to sink into a deeper understanding of that vibration. Feel it rising up through the body temple, through the synapses of the body temple, the vibration of the oneness that I am affirming, the oneness that I am calling in a greater into my life, into a greater expression of itself, so that I may be the vessel, I may be the conduit. And what I know is this is true for everyone. Anyone may be a revealer of truth, of the divine wisdom, the divine truth. Anyone may be a revealer of that truth that lives in close contact with that indwelling spirit. As we agree, as we embody, as we say yes, as we embrace the divinity that we are, then we shine more of that light out into the world. We are given more opportunities to shine that light. We are given more freedom to shine that light, and that is what we are doing. We are shining the light of love into the world. That is the calling of the day. That is the calling right now. Because there is so much hate rising itself up, so much hate that is expressing itself through different ways and in different voices and in different actions and activities. And we must be louder. The voice of love must override that voice of separation, that voice that speaks the fear, because that's what it really is. It's a fear. No one hates just to hate. We hate. There is that experience of hate in the world because it is a lack of love. It is a misgiving, a misappropriation of our love, of our connection. There are so many that live in fear of what the separation means, live in fear that there's not enough, live in fear that they shall not be lifted up, that they shall not be sourced and supplied. And what I know is realize I know there is more than enough of everything on this planet for everyone on this planet. More than enough food, more than enough shelter, more than enough water, more than enough of everything. There is no scarcity in the mind of the one. There is no lack in the life of the one. There is no scarcity in the mind, in the life of that one God that we are each a part of, that we are each expressing. So I claim for all that may hear this word, a vibration, a rising up of that vibration of abundance and plenty, to be an agent of increase, to be a consciousness of increase in the world, whether we're increasing how we feed people, or increasing the amount of dollars in my bank account, or increasing the amount of dollars that I can give out into the world to do good work, whether we're increasing that vibration of relationships that is our lives. So no matter what it is, we are here to be people of increase, to lift ourselves and to lift each one around us into a greater understanding, a greater revelation, a greater embodiment, a greater experience of absolute prosperity. No place where we need concern ourselves with how or why or when a bill will be paid, or that the rent will be made, or that the money will come in. The money is coming in and we are giving it out. We are transceivers of this financial abundance, transceivers, transmitting and receiving this consciousness of a financially abundant, prosperous world, a life where everyone is fully funded, where everyone is fully funded. Claim that with me. I am fully funded by the divine. I have access to God's bank account, and there is no lack, there is no limit to the amount of good that I may withdraw from that account. I am a signer. God and I together are a complete one. We each have that access. We each have that abundance. We each have that prosperity. And it is as close as the very next breath. It is as close as the very next thought. So do I mope around during my day thinking I don't have enough, or this ain't working, or he said that, or she said this, or so-and-so did that? Do we mope around and spend our day looking at all the things that are going wrong? No, we cast all of that aside, for that is not the divine truth. The divine truth is that we are prosperous beyond measure. The divine truth is that we are perfectly healthy. The divine truth is that our body temple is working perfectly in all its systems. Its elimination system, its ingestion system, its endocrine system, the systems in our minds, all the various, the blood system and the nerve endings, and every part of our body working perfectly, every part of our lives working perfectly, so we may live the life of expression, and a life of increase and a life of expression. We are increasing all the things that are necessary that we may express, that we may give out the vision, the understanding, and the demonstration of how it is when we live in that close contact with the indwelling spirit, when we live as channels of the divine, when we live as the voice of the one. That is what we're doing here this evening. We are expressing the oneness of life. And so I envision for myself and invite you into that same vision. I envision for myself a life of love, a life of good, a life of plenty, a life that is being well lived, a life of joy and a life of excitement, where I get to give my gifts. I get to give those gifts freely, where I get to give my gifts and my skills and my talents in a way that I know the good is returned unto me multiplied. And there I know that there is more than enough money to make my way in the world, that all that is necessary comes into my life exactly as necessary for the fulfillment of this vision, for the fulfillment of this great soul purpose that I am upon. And I know that if that's true of me, if that's true for me, that's true for you. That's true for everyone. We just need to say yes to it. We need to awaken and say yes to it, to let go of those things that no longer serve and step fully. Oh, it's a trust fall into the divine, fully, completely. And so it is. And let it be. Just give it up. Give it up for God. Give it up. Let go of the hustle and the bustle. Let go of the questions about how and when and why. Let go of all of that and stand as the revelation, as the glorious vibration of love and light, as the demonstration of a light being casting forth this vibration of oneness into the world. That is who we are. That is who we have come here to be. If you're hearing these words, I know that's the truth. And I know that truth of you. So I hold that truth in my heart. And beyond that, I release this truth. I cast this word into the universal law of creation that cannot return this word void, that must make this word so, that is already acting upon this prayer. This word is already demonstrating the truth that is spoken here, bringing forth all the right connections and orientations and resources and everything necessary for the fulfillment of this prayer. It's already done in the mind of the ones, coming into form as my life, as your life, as all life, and that is good. And very good. And I let it be that. I let it be that. I let God be God. I get myself out of the way and witness the miracle of it all. And if any word of this has resonated with you in any way, I invite you to join me in an affirmation of truth as we say together. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is well past the amount of time that I'm supposed to use on this program, folks. But, that's what happens on a Saturday night. I go off and I like it. It is that felt good. I still got a little, excuse me, a little frog in my throat there, though. Seltzer water and berry squirt and berry essence of some sort. All right, folks, I'm out of here for now. Thanks for being with me. I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Join us tomorrow morning, 8:15 for morning prayers. And of course, all of our Sunday programming. There's too much to mention. So I'm getting out of here. Let you get back into your evening. I love you. I think you're amazing. And until next time, I wish you peace and richest blessings. Bye now.